Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of this Senate. Today, the 27th of October, the year of our Lord 2022. These are reports of the Auditor General for the year ended 30th June 2021 on the financial statements of the following counties and institutions. 1. Lamu County Executive Staff Housing Fund, Lamu County Youth Development Fund, Lamu County Gender and Social Development Fund, Lamu Municipality Board, Lamu County Disability Development Fund, Meru County Assembly Members Car Loan and Housing Fund, Meru County Revenue Board, Meru County Microfinance Corporation, Meru County Investment and Development Corporation, Meru Water and Sewerage Services Registered Trustees, Imeda Water and Sanitation Company Limited, and Uasin-Gishu County Assembly. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, I lay Uasin-Gishu County Cooperative Enterprise Development Fund, Uasin-Gishu County Staff Mortgage and Car Loan Scheme Fund, Uasin-Gishu County Inua Biashara Fund, Uasin-Gishu County Education Revolving Fund, Uasin-Gishu Bursary and Skills Development Support Fund, Uasin-Gishu County Emergency Fund, Eldoret Water and Sanitation Company Limited, Municipality of Eldoret Fund, Turkana County Executive State and Public Officers Car and Mortgage Fund, Turkana County Assembly Car and Mortgage Fund for members, Turkana County Assembly Car and Mortgage Fund for the staff, Turkana County COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund, Turkana County Cooperative Enterprise Development, Turkana County Biashara Fund, Turkana County Education and Skills Development Fund, Turkana County Youth and Women Development Fund, Turkana County Emergency Fund, Kiambu Executive Staff Mortgage Scheme Fund, Kiambu Executive Emergency Fund, Kiambu County Assembly Car Loan and Mortgage Fund, Kiambu County Alcoholic Drinks Control Fund, Kiambu County Education Bursary Fund for the year ended 30th of June 2021, and a report of the Auditor General on the financial statement of the Kiambu County Jijenge Fund. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I lay the following: Kitunguri Water and Sanitation Company Limited, Karuri Water and Sanitation Company Limited, Thika Water Sewerage Company Limited, Limuru Water and Sewerage Company Limited, and Gatundu Water and Sanitation Company Limited. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I lay the papers.
Very well. Dr. Mboni.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Oh, you have more papers?
Oh, sorry.
Huh? Oh, okay. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, statements.
We have several statements and standing under 53.1. According to your order paper, the first statement was to be made by the Senator from Marsabit County, Senator Mohamed Chute. He has requested that statement to be deferred to a later date. So let us have a Senator from Mombasa County, Senator Mwinyi Haji Faki Mohamed. Is not allowed. Senator for Kilifi County, Senator Mazayo, not present. Senator for Kisumu County, Senator Professor Tom Ojenda, not present. Senator Beatrice Oyomo.
Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Lands, Environment and Natural Resources regarding the lack of title deeds in various adjudication sections in Mutembei County. Honorable Speaker, this is due to non-completion of adjudication by the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, and the National Lands Commission. Honorable Speaker, the National Land Commission, when it came to be, one of its mandates was to ensure that the adjudication process in this country was completed in 10 years. Honorable Speaker, in the following adjudication sections in Mutembei County, a number have not even been declared, but a number also are incomplete. Honorable Speaker, this has denied the people of the following areas security of tenure, and in the statement, the committee should, 1, state when the adjudication will be concluded in order to pave way for titling at the Kubia East in Gwasi, that is in Suba South constituency, Kaksingri West B, that is still in Suba South constituency, as well as Waware and Wakula adjudication sections in Mfangano Island. Honorable Speaker, in the statement too, the committee should also explain the reasons for the non-completion of the adjudication section called Manywanda. And Honorable Speaker, I would like this to be corrected. Manywanda adjudication section is in Rangwe constituency and not in Dewa, but still in Mutembei County, and stating when likely the process will be complete. Honorable Speaker, in the statement, the committee should also outline the measures put in place, if any, by the National Land Commission to eradicate the overlapping adjudication and land registration numbers in Beta Point. Honorable Speaker, in Beta Town, other than Isipe, the rest of the town has overlapping LR numbers, and thus the town, in that town there's no title deed. And Honorable Speaker, in the statement, the committee should undertake a visit to the above adjudication sections to ascertain the serious challenges the locals undergo in their land ownership process with a view to aiding in streamlining of the same. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Beatrice. The statement stands committed to the Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, and also to the National Land Commission. Yes, Senator Chalge.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. I know we had say at least we avoid riding, but allow me just to make a comment on this issue because I have similar problems, especially to constituencies that border forests along the cut line in Nandi. There are a number of forest evictees that do not have title deeds, and it is worth noting that the new CS of lands has been formally sworn in. I agree that it continues to be a challenge, Mr. Speaker, because these title deeds are important for our people. They can even use for collateral security when they want to take loans. They can even use to partner and use in their cooperative societies in one way or another. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to congratulate Senator Beatrice for bringing this to the fore. And I hope when I haven't seen the chair of lands, but I believe there are a number of members of lands, that will take up this matter. And it continues to be a serious issue, Mr. Speaker. Even when the Ministry of Lands wanted to do digital mapping, we are yet to understand the use of GPS and how that mapping has been done. So it is very important, even as we push for adjudication and titling, we must, the Ministry of Lands must tell us what they have been doing with this GPS mapping that they are doing across the country, so that we can pull out. And Mr. Speaker, this land grabiosis is so common across the nation. So I think it is important that to avoid land grabbing, let the rightful owners be given possession and ownership of those lands. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.
Honorable Senators, Honorable Chelage, you have actually pointed out that we are trying to avoid so many comments during statements. Because members, if you can be able to attend even the session when the ministry officials will be invited to this committee, you can execute all the issues that we raise after when the statement is read. So to save on time, let me balance this equation, one member from this side. There is Senator Wambua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I respect your ruling on members writing on statements, but I also respect the fact that you also recognize that at times members may not have a chance to attend the committee proceedings, and when they write on these statements, they are also able to give direction to the committee to widen the scope of the statement. Mr. Speaker, I would just point out two issues. First is to thank Senator Beatrice for coming up with this statement. This statement is applicable in almost every county in this country. So, as many members are in this house, Mr. Speaker, I'm very sure each one of them has something to say about land adjudication and titling in their counties. For me, I have two issues, Mr. Speaker. The delay in land adjudication and titling in Kitui County has resulted in a situation where delays have been experienced for years, where government has taken private property for public utility, but because the people whose land has been taken have no title deeds, they are unable to access compensation for their land. So, the Speaker, you see that is suffering double jeopardy, because on the one hand, you've been deprived of your land, and on the other hand, you are unable to access compensation for the land. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, and lastly, this land adjudication, and I was with the chairman of Security Committee yesterday in Mother Ward, and this matter came up, where people of Mother Ward want to know exactly where the cut line between a game reserve is and where private land begins. If we can fast track this process of adjudication, Mr. Speaker, then that clarity will be available, and a lot of these conflicts that we are experiencing would be minimized. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next statement from... No, the others, okay.